Well, first of all, it's going to be a great game against Maccabi Tel Aviv. Okay, great tradition, a lot of battles in the past. I think the toughest games I coached in Europe were when we went down to Tel Aviv to play against them, against Maccabi. Great games, great teams, great players, great coaches, a great atmosphere. And they will bring that to Chicago. There's a heavy Jewish population in Chicago, and you're going to see a lot of yellow jerseys. So I think the people in Chicago would be curious about this. A lot of my friends, I'm from Chicago, as you know, a lot of my friends have said, hey, your team is going to play. Are you going to play against the Bulls? I said, no, we're going to play against Maccabi Tel Aviv. You should see the game anyway. So I don't know how many fans are going to be there, but I do know that a lot of my friends are going to be there to see the game, and I think it's going to be a great game. Well, I think that you have to understand, Maccabi Tel Aviv has a tradition, a long tradition, even before my time in Europe. I came to Europe in 1973, but even before that, their style of play was fast break, 1,000 miles an hour. They don't slow down for anything. They work on the best fast break teams I ever faced were Maccabi Tel Aviv and Real Madrid, okay, and maybe Varese, coached by Sandro Gamba. So those are teams that they ran with the ball at every opportunity. They always had a great playmaker. They had Tal Brody in the 1970s, Mati Orwesti in the 1980s. They always have a great point guard that's going to bring the ball up the floor, going to run the fast break. They always stress it. They work in practice. They're always in great condition. So I think the first thing that our team is going to have to do against them is get back on defense. Don't give up any easy baskets, because they're going to be looking for that. And they are also a team that plays with great intensity. It's like they're representing their entire country. They almost are the national team of Israel. Okay, so when we go up against them, we can expect them to run as hard as they can on offense and to play as hard as they can on defense. So it's going to be a test for our guys. We're going to have to play at 100% or they're going to roll. Well, the thing I remember about the game is we played in what was really an ice palace. It was so cold in there. I think it was 6 degrees centigrade. The players could not grip the ball. You know, if your fingerprints aren't, sweaty, you can't grip the ball. And their fingerprints were dry, so the ball was slippery. It was like a piece of ice. And nobody could dribble, nobody could pass, nobody could shoot, nobody could catch it. The score was 71-69. Maccabi only scored 69 points. They usually scored 99 points. So it was a very difficult game to play. The FIBA had it in this ice arena there in Lausanne, and it was just not a good situation for playing basketball. Under different conditions, it would have been a much better game. So it came down to a battle. The game was 1 point here, 2 points there. I think we were down 2 points or 3 points at the half. It was just a struggle the whole way. Even Dino Meneghin near the end had the ball in his hand, went in for a layup, and he couldn't control the ball. The ball just slipped out of his hand. He missed it. We still hung on to win. I could still see their best three-point shooter, Doran Jamshi. We were up 2 points. The final score, 71-69. And at the buzzer, he took a three-point shot, and I didn't want to watch, but I had to watch, and it fell short. McAdoo got the rebound, and we won the game. But it was a great feeling of joy. I was happy for myself, of course, for the team, of course, for the club, for the city of Milan, for Italian basketball. But at the same time, and you don't always have this feeling, it was different from being happy. I was just relieved, It was just like, whew, we won. It was just such a tense game. And all of the European finals are like that. It's not, when you win, it's like, take me to the hospital. I need a transfusion. I need something, because I don't think I could coach another game of basketball. So it was a tense game, an intense game, and we only won because guys like McAdoo and Meneghin and D'Antoni and Premier play with great heart. It was heart against heart there. They were up to it, we were up to it, but it was our night. +2 for us, 71-69. I'll take it.